This is Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and this is my 1 month later review of this amazing device. Yes, I'm gonna throw it right off the bat. This is an amazing device and my main daily driver. But before I do begin, I want to quickly touch base on the wallpaper. I've been creating a couple wallpapers. I put up 2 right now. I'll be leaving links in the description down below. This is one of them. And I'm going to continue to work on making wallpapers. If you guys have any sorts of suggestions or ideas, let me know. I use Procreate on the iPad mini to create these wallpapers. Let me know in the comments down below, or if there's any really good tutorial on how to make good wallpapers. Also, link that in the description, or link those in the comments down below. Anyway, let's dive right into my 1 month later review. All right, so starting off with design, you can definitely tell this is really reminiscent of the Note series. And that's right, Samsung officially killed off the Note series, and now their Ultra S lineup is kind of the Note lineup. Now this boxier design is something I actually never knew I would come to love and enjoy. It really fits snug in the hand. But what took me away by storm was actually the S Pen. It was the S Pen, and I never knew I would be using the S Pen to just navigate the phone and to write a lot of notes and to sign documents, but it really has come in handy. And I've kind of tried to switch to other phones, and I really do miss the S Pen. So that's a part of the design that I really do appreciate. I never knew I would enjoy the S Pen, but everything else about this design I really do love it. From its glass back, that's this green color, doesn't attract too many fingerprints. I absolutely love this green color, but everything else is just gorgeous about this display. Look at that display. This is a 6.8 inch Quad HD 120 Hz AMOLED display. It's gorgeous, and I know it's got curved sides to it. They're really subtle. I haven't come to have any accidental touches with the curved display. No worries there. So that's just based on my experience using this over a month actually. I've had no accidental touches whatsoever. This display though, best in any smartphone, hands down, period, right now as of 2021. Or 2022, why am I saying 2021? Anyway, it gets super bright and crispy. And I'm always looking for an excuse to use this phone to watch videos. Like, I'm always looking for I gotta look something up, I'll just look up a YouTube video. It's really good. But everything else about this overall design, it's a huge plus for me. It's pretty large, so for those of you who haven't tried it out yet, definitely try it out before you actually go and order one, because you may say, hey, this phone is a little bit too large, but overall, good job Samsung, keep up this amazing design. Okay, so how has my performance held up with S22 Ultra 1 month later? It's top notch. Yep, it's top notch. I've had no hiccups, no stutters, no lags. Granted, I have the 12 gig RAM and 256 gig storage model. When I pre-ordered it, I was able to get the extra storage and extra RAM for no extra cost. But for those who do get the base storage of 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, let me know in the comments down below if you have any stutters or performance issues or anything like that. Now, One UI 4.1 is surprisingly clean. Like, I remember TouchWiz on Samsung devices was just horrendous, but One UI has definitely cleaned up a lot here, and it's probably one of my favorite Android OEM skins. So they did a really good job, and they're in the right direction. But overall performance, like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, there's really no need to talk about specs, because with each iteration, there's really minimal improvements, and they're already performing really well. Even a device from 2019 using the Snapdragon 855 performs really well in 2022. This, no hiccups, nothing, buttery smooth. Performance is a huge plus for me. Okay, so camera, let's talk about this camera. I know I'm not talking about all of the details of display and all the details of performance and all that stuff, but there's really no need. I'm just sharing my experience 1 month later using this device. Turning over to the cameras, we do have that amazing camera setup, right? Some like it, some don't like it. I personally, I'm neutral. I like it, and I don't really mind. I don't really care about it. Some cases have this P cutout, which makes me I can't unsee the P now when I look at the phone. Some, like Samsung's official cases, they have individual cutouts, which really does protect in between the cameras as well. So that's a huge plus. Anyway, with this camera, I just take normal photos. I don't take normal photos too often, but when I do, I know that Samsung is there to save the day. They take good photos, especially in daylight. There is one thing that I've come across is shutter speed. I try to take something fast or I'm moving myself and I can't get that photo because of the shutter speed. It's just a little bit too slow. So that's one issue that I've come across in using this device. 100x zoom is actually really useful. Like, it's actually usable. That's the thing. When 100x first came out on the Galaxy S20 Ultra, yeah, it was there, but could you use it? Not really, but S22 Ultra has really refined the 100x zoom, and you can definitely use it. S22 Ultra, I think it's one of the first Android phones that I can recommend for social media. For photos, videos, it does a really good job. So Android phones, if you're going to, create on social media, whether it's Instagram Reels, even YouTube videos, I think Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is going to be my first recommendation on the Android side of things. Okay, so battery life. It's good. It's not great. It's not bad, but it's good. Definitely much better than my Pixel 6 Pro. I can definitely tell you that. I don't need to worry about charging this all day. I mean, I'll wake up in the morning with 100% charge, whatever. I charged it overnight. So I don't like charging overnight, but some phones I sometimes do. And there's good enough tech that now phones understand and the software works so that when you have a alarm, it pretty much charges to like 75, 80%, and then close to your alarm time, it charges the rest to 100%. You're all set to go. Anyway, this has gotten me throughout literally the entire day. I've been getting about 5 to 6 hours of screen on time, which is a huge plus. Obviously, if you have things like Quad HD turned on and using the S Pen frequently, then that is going to take up some battery. I have mine set at full HD and it's been doing really well. So my day typically ends at on a normal day, 9 to 10 is when I can say, hey, I'm done using my phone. And by then I have to charge it on a heavy day. On a light day, then I don't need to worry about charging. I can go to sleep with about 40 to 45% charge and then wake up the next morning, use it until noon, and then I'll have to end up charging it. Charging does take up quite some time. And if you're coming from a fast device, like I've used OnePlus devices, it kind of like... It has made me a little bit impatient. So that's kind of an issue. And if you want to make use of the 45 watt charging speeds, then you kind of got to go buy that separately because this does not ship with a charger out of the box. That's a good plus. Good job, Samsung. Don't keep that up. Anyway, wireless charging for me is a plus, and I've actually even used reverse wireless charging many times to charge my Galaxy Buds 2, as well as a couple of my friends' devices when they didn't have an iPhone charger next to them. I was like, hey, well, I can just reverse wirelessly charge and give you a couple percent juice and until you get to a charger, which is something I really do appreciate. Now, you're going to be seeing on screen right now my trip to Istanbul, Turkey. I spent a week there. And I wanted to kind of put the battery to its test. Kind of wanted to use the S22 Ultra. At first, I thought it was going to be kind of a vlog, day in the life more so. But then I kind of scrapped that idea. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. So I kind of just put up some videos that you're seeing right now of the battery life and how it's performed. And that morning when I went to the airport, from Rochester to New York to my end stop in my final destination in Istanbul, Turkey. I obviously went out with 100% charge and I went at about 4:35 a.m. and I got to Istanbul the following day at around 6:25 a.m. Istanbul time. So US, that would be about 11 p.m. that same night, Sunday evening. And on the plane, I had to end up charging the phone because by the time I got to the plane, Turkish Airlines, it was 7 hours had passed. I've been using my phone frequently, watching videos, definitely calling a bunch of people, texting, and trying to document a couple things and get stuff done for the channel. So because of that on the plane, I had to end up charging it. And I also did download a couple movies so I can watch on the plane because, I mean, I have my own movies that I don't really like watching on Turkish Airlines. They have a bunch of movies in their catalog. Anyway, battery life though, it really did help a lot. I didn't need to worry about battery life when I was at the airport or when I was on the plane whatsoever. In the end, it was going to run out of charge anyway, so that's okay. But on a normal basis, battery performance is good on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Excuse me, it's not great. It's good. It's not great because I always have to compare it to the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So there is that. But battery life, Samsung, you can make a couple improvements with charging speeds, but other than that, keep on going. And last but not least, let's talk about price with the Galaxy S22 Ultra. So for those of you who pre-ordered during the pre-order period, you got 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage for the same price of $11.99, which is currently the base model's price of 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. And I'll be putting up prices right here. So yeah, for those of you like me who got it, well then you're getting extra storage and extra RAM. And for those who are getting it right now, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. Kind of have to think to yourself, is that enough for you? Put aside the 8 gigs of RAM, 120 gigs of storage, and this does not have expandable storage. Is that enough storage for you? Just think about it. You're paying a premium of $1,200. Is that enough for you? I know that wouldn't be enough for me because I am struggling with 120 gigs on my iPhone. So let me know. At first I was fine with 120 gigs, but now when I use a phone that's 256 gigs, I'm better off with having more storage. I want to play it safe. So really think about that. And competition too. Competition is fierce. There's the iPhone 13 Pro Max at $1099, $100 cheaper. And the iPhone 14 Pro Max though, however, that price may go up. So I'm telling you in advance, so don't be surprised. It may. I'm not a leaker, so I don't know. But looking at the prices right now, it may go up. But if you're watching this video when the 14 Pro Max comes up and I'm wrong, then, well, let me know in the comments below. Pixel 6 Pro, $899 for its base model. That's a pretty good buy. And also OnePlus 10 Pro is also $899. That is also a really good buy. Those are the competitions right now, especially if you're in the US. S22 Ultra, I mean, for $11.99, it's gonna be a pretty hard buy. Obviously, it has things like the S Pen and some camera features and an awesome display. But in the end, I mean, a lot of people, and I did pull up actually a poll recently, and price was surprisingly at the very bottom. However, based on my experience working at Best Buy, price was a huge factor for many. So if you're looking for something like the Note, then this is going to be the device to go with. Or if you just want the best, the latest and greatest, and you want a battery that you know from Samsung that's going to last you all day, S22 Ultra is the way to go. Here are my final thoughts about this phone. I love this design. I really do. I love the boxy feel, the display. In fact, it's the best thing I love about this phone. That this display gets so bright outdoors. I absolutely love it. I'm going to say one more time. I absolutely love this display. S Pen has been very useful for me, and I'm consistently using it to take notes or navigating through the phone, jotting down things like a phone number I need to jot down real fast. And instead of going and saving as a contact, I write it down real quick, and then I'll go in later and fix it when I have extra time. It's been a breeze using the S Pen, and now lately I've been signing more documents, so it's been easier to sign it with the S Pen as well. This is so far my absolute favorite Android phone of 2022, and it's going to probably be the one I come back to every single time, unless there's someone that can take the throne from the S22 Ultra. Now, if you loved the phone, you're a big phone user or into productivity on your phone, S22 Ultra is the way for you, and it's the phone for you. If you have something like the Note 20, for example, or even like the Galaxy Note 10, in my opinion, for the Note 10, I would say skip the S22 Ultra. But you love the Note, you're a big phone user and productivity, S22 Ultra is a way to go. And S22 Ultra is my choice for 2022 as of right now. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this 1 month later of my experience on the S22 Ultra. If you did, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the YouTube algorithm a lot and will help push my content out to more people. Anyway, that's been it for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.